am Glenn Emerich Kitong from Baguio City.
Currently, you are under close work permit, right?
Yes, close work permit.
Prior to Canada, nag-work ka sa Korea.
Yes.
Ganong katagal ka sa Korea?
Na 9 years din ako sa Korea.
Made you decide to move to Canada from Korea?
Simple lang, I look at the possibilities. Kasi after Korea, what's next? It's either mag-TNT ako dahil matanda na ako. I was 47 years old when I applied for Canada. Or I go back to the Philippines. Kaya lang, nung umuwi ako sa Philippines, after the 4 year and 10 months, I realized na it won't be enough. So even if I will finish another 4 year 10 months in Korea, mukhang malabo. I have 6 kids. So hindi kakayanin yun.
Sa tingin mo, sulit ba yung paglipat mo dito?
In terms of potential, sulit na sulit because after 8 years in Korea and then another 1 year na naghintay ako doon, I'm here now in Canada. And after 1 year of waiting, my family is with me. Samantalang sa Korea, never ko sila mapapunta. Ang hirap.
What do you think is the big difference between Korea and Canada?
Well, geographically, mas malaki ang Canada. Maliit ang Korea. In terms of technology and advancement, mas lamang by my experience, mas lamang ang Korea. Quality service, efficiency, saka pabilisan, pali-pali talaga. Dito, na culture shock ako kasi mabagal, tapos yung service, maganyan. Pero it's a part of the adjustment kasi I came from first world country ang Korea, first world country rin to. But it's totally different ball game dito.
Is there any particular things na namimiss mo sa Korea?
Madami. Actually, madami ang namimiss sa Korea. Yung convenience store, every corner. Yung transportation, world class, number 1 pa rin para sa akin. Of course, by my experience lang Kasi in Korea, walang problema sa train, sa bus, kahit saan ka sumakay. Maayos ang transportation doon. Very fast and very efficient. Ano pa pala? Lahat ng train station may washroom.
Dito kasi walang washroom ang train
Walang
station.
At saka, ang wifi, talagang sulit ka sa wifi everywhere.
If you reach the age that you need to retire, where will you choose to do so?
Well, kung ako lang pag-uusapan ng retirement, I still prefer to go home to the Philippines kasi yung weather ang consideration natin. But if I think of my family, I cannot just leave them here kasi syempre ang pinaka-focus natin family. So most probably, I will retire here and then once in a while, we can go visit the Philippines.
As a parent who's been away from his family for a very long time, what does it feels like to see your children grow up without you there because you need to work far away from them?
Meron tayong tinatawag na parang hollow inside. Imagine yung parent na nakita niyang lumaki yung anak niya sa picture. Ako, I saw my kids grew up in video calls. I call them every day. Pero iba pa rin pagkasama mo sila. And when I met them when they came to Canada, nagulat ako kasi my eldest is already 21 and my youngest is already 9 years old. Yung youngest ko, 8 months pregnant si Mrs. nung umalis ako. Hindi ko kayang maibalik yung mga panahon na wala ako. Pero ang pwede ko lang gawin is, kung ano yung meron ako ngayon, moving forward, I'll make sure na kaya kong punuin yon. Although we cannot really, hindi na pwedeng balikan yon. Dumaan na But I'm trying to make the most of what I can do right now.
Is it worth the sacrifice to work abroad kahit malayo ka sa family mo?
Worth it din kasi if given a better choice, then we would go for that choice. Kaya lang, wala ibang choice I also believe na all things work together for good. Alam naman natin na God has a purpose and a plan for everyone. And sometimes yung plan kasi hindi natin maunawaan Pero yung purpose ni God, very clear yan. Ang purpose ni God for us is for us to live a life worthy of how He created us, why He put us in this world. Kung minsan, mapapadaan tayo dun sa mga plano, sarili nating plano na kung minsan hindi naman naaayon dun sa talagang purpose ng calling natin sa Panginoon. But it is God who fix things up. Kaya nga sabi ko, for the 9 years na nawala ako sa piling ng pamilya ko, it is God who made things right na in His perfect time, kakasama kami ngayon.
For you, what is the secret to a strong and faithful long-distance relationship?
It's not just long distance or short distance The secret to a successful and faithful relationship, either long distance or short distance, is God, because God is love. If God is in you, you'll be able to project and live a life that is capable of really going beyond what you see, what you experience. Pag love kasi, ang pinag-usapan natin, ang alam lang natin yung emotions and everything. I speak of agape love because, for example, yung love, a relationship, especially with with families, with a husband and a wife, siyempre sa una, sexual, physical attraction, emotion, everything. Pero if you go deeper, yung acceptance ng pagkukulang ng bawat isa, acceptance mo sa strength niya, sa weaknesses niya, and then your capacity to fill in, at the same time give value to that partner, not only your partner, even your children. Your children has to be faithful to you, and you at the same time as a parent. But of course, when you speak of husband and wife, meron tayong tinatawag na OFW phenomenon. So, it's either yung sa Pinas magkakaroon ng iba, or yung nag-abroad magkakaroon ng iba, or both of them. Marami tayong nakita even here. At the end of the day pa rin, when we focus on God who really gives what it means to love. Sabi nga, love is patient, love is kind. Hindi siya nagtatanim ng galit, not envious, etc., etc. Then we will understand the very secret to a faithful and long-lasting relationship is God pa rin.
Is it true that the quality of life is better here in Canada compared to Korea and the Philippines?
When we speak of quality of life, based on our experience as workers in Korea, magandang Korea. Pero worker ka lang doon. Hanggang doon ka lang, di ba? Maganda ang Korea pag pupunta ka doon as a tourist. Pero if you go there and work for the past 8 years, alam naman natin, like for me, for my part, I've been overworked and underpaid. Here in Canada, it's totally different. I am a worker, yes, but there are a lot of benefits that I enjoy na hindi ko na-experience sa Korea. All the more in the Philippines. In the Philippines, we love the Philippines. We were born there. Filipino tayo, pero matagal na tayong Pilipino. Maybe it would be time for us to see other avenues for growth. God did not make Canada for Canadians only. God made Canada or any country for all the people who want to come here and see the difference. Maayos ang Pilipinas, pero if you look at the quality of life, masyadong anlaki ng diferensya. Kaya nga nakakalungkot because when you speak of politics and economic and social, cultural, educational setup in the Philippines, way behind tayo. But it does not mean na hindi magaling ang Pilipino. Napakagaling ng Pilipino. That's why we are here. Kasi kaya natin, magaling tayo. But when we speak of going back to the question, yung quality of life talaga, behind tayo. Simply because hindi nami-meet ng ating government which is supposed to give support to the people para ma-meet yung maayos na pamumuhay. That's why people have to leave. Matatalinong tao umaalis. Mga scientists, mga inventors, they are leaving the Philippines because we're not being supported well. OFWs na lang. Ang daming masisipag na Pinoy, pero bakit sila nag-abroad? Hindi kaya ng Pilipinas.
You are not yet permanent resident of Canada, pero nakuha mo na yung family mo from the Philippines,
Yes.
right? Anong katagal mo sila bago na-sponsoran?
Actually, the program na sinabi sa akin nung nasa Pilipinas ako, kapag meron kang 3 payslip, pwede mo nang i-work out. And then you can get them right away. In my case, filed yung sponsorship nung March. They arrived October 2. Actually, they could have arrived earlier or sooner kung iisa o dalawa lang. Ipito sila. My wife and 6 kids. So it took time. Yung pag-collate ng document, yung pag-double check, yung pag-gather. 7 months.
7 months.
Diba?
Ano yung pakiramdam na finally, for so many years, you're reunited with your family?
Number 1, fulfilled. Fulfilled simply because that is my longing. Ang sabi nga, God knows your heart desires. And for the past 9 years, nawala ako sa kanila. Birthdays, graduation, mga important na events sa buhay nila, I was not there. Andun lang ako from a distance, watching them, calling them, chatting them. Pero yung kasama ko sila is totally different. At the end of the day, it's fulfillment beyond imagination and comprehension. At the same time, it is also the beginning and continuation of the assignment that God has given not only to me, but to my whole family. Kasi ang sa akin is, for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. We will not serve the Lord separately, we will serve the Lord together.
Can you give some advice to our fellow Filipino working abroad na malayo sa family nila and to those aspiring Filipinos who want to work and migrate here in Canada?
Una sa lahat, Panginoon. Panginoon ang nagbigay, siya ang mag-provide, siya rin ang mag-maintain, siya ang mag-protect. Don't ever think na mariskarte ka, magaling ka. Kasi may pinanggalingan yung diskarte at galing mo. Number 2, kailangan nating gawin yung dapat nating gawin din. God will give you, but you have to do your part. Ang sabi nga niya sa Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, let us make man in our image and likeness so that they will have dominion. Ang ibig sabihin ng image and likeness, God gave you His character, the capacity to do things. Yan na yung diskarte, yung galing, yung talino. And yung sinabi niya, so that they will have dominion, leadership, management, the capacity, that is also for you to do. Maraming gustong pumunta na abroad, lalong-lalo na sa Canada. Pero you have to do your part. You have to do your due diligence. Before I came here, nag-research ako, na-scam pa ako. Diba? Part of the learning experience. But do your part. Mag-research ka, alamin mo, are you qualified? You have to qualify. Tingnan mo yung requirement. You have to meet the requirement. Because before I came here, I look at New Zealand, Australia. Hindi ako qualified by age. So, Canada was open. Nag-research ako anong pwede. We have to make ourselves qualified, add value to ourselves so that you'll be able to fill in kung ano yung needs ng isang country na pupuntahan mo. And number 3, humility is very important. Kahit saan ka pumunta, marami kang mamimit na magaling, mas magaling, nagmamagaling at mahilig magpayabangan. But at the end of the day, when you know who you are, when you know your value, hindi mo na kailangang magmayabang. You don't even have to announce yourself. You just go there and become a light. When you're a light, when you go to the darkness, darkness will flee.
So, yun lang kuya. Thank you so much for this interview.
Yeah.
감사합니다.
예, 감사합니다.